Hey guys, my name is Zach Manley, and this is my experience presentation for my SWAHA Club Sports internship that I did this past semester. So I chose GCU Club Sports and to do this through SWAHA because this is actually my third internship class I've done here at GCU. Because I took one class last summer that was just an internship class. I used my job at the time, or my internship and job for that at the time. And then last semester I had capstone, which I chose to do an internship for it, which I used basically my job or internship. So this is my third one, and I was like, you know what, I want to do something a little different. I heard about doing the club, working with the club sports teams here at GCU, and I was like, that sounds awesome because I love to work with athletes. So I decided to go in on that. Yeah, once again, I've worked with a fair amount of athletes, and I knew working with club sports teams would be that in a group setting. And so it was just another opportunity to work with the clientele I really like. And then I also wanted to join and become a part of SWAHA. Um, and I've wanted to do that the last year or two, but I just haven't felt like I've had the time. And then this semester it came up and I was able to make the time. And so, yeah. And then I just wanted more experience with teams. I've done a lot of personal training and a lot of small group training, but not as much with big sports teams, like I could get through this opportunity. So, what was accomplished? To begin the internship, we had to complete a research competency sheet in the Power Labs. That was learning how to take anthropometrics, put someone through a bod pod chamber to measure their body fat, um, brachial blood pressure, all sorts of measurements. VO2 max was one of the biggest ones we did with the athletes to test their maximal aerobic capacity. And so after we got that competency sheet done, we started bringing in athletes from the club teams to get their baseline data. And so next, I collected a lot of athlete data. I would go in the lab when athletes were there, put them through mainly anthropometrics, bod pod, and VO2 max, and then get that in an Excel sheet. Um, and then I started writing a program. I wrote a program for club volleyball, which we didn't end up doing because it just didn't work out. But I wrote a program for swim that I was able to go in and work with them with. And then I worked with Carly, who is also in this class with club soccer. She did most of the programming, and she did a great job. I was just kind of there to put another mind in it, and I did a couple of the workouts programs, and we just coached together, and it worked really well. Um, and then I was really able to work on my coaching disciplines. Um, I've learned from some very high level coaches at my last couple of jobs and internships, and but that doesn't mean that I can't perfect it through practice. Coaching is something that's constantly evolving and something we have to constantly work on. And so I worked at figuring out how to coach movements to different people, because if you're coaching someone a movement like an RDL, you might some people you might be able to demo it and they can just pick it up right away, but a lot of people might need you to show them a video or you know coach them through different progressions before they get there, because it's some of these movements are pretty hard and technical, and our job as coaches is to be able to get them as proficient as possible at that movement. And so I was really working on that with the athletes I worked with. So my SMART goals at the beginning of the semester was first to I will learn all the assessment techniques in the lab and assess athletes in all of them by the end of the semester by using my 8 hours a week in the lab to assess athletes. So we had to do 8 hours a week. I think I ended up doing a lot more than that, but just because I really enjoyed it and had a lot of fun. Then next, I said I will write a program and implement it to club basketball by February 31st if my supervisor approves it. So in the beginning, I was thinking of working with basketball, ended up being soccer, and rugby a bit, and also swim. Um, then I said I will complete 6 research articles for club sports by March 31st by doing 1 article every week. I completed that. I think it was a lot more before March 31st, but I had fun and it taught me a lot about programming and how to become a better coach. And then I said, I will make sure I'm being ethical about the hours I put in and not lie about them at all by writing down my hours on my hour sheet and submitting my time in the lab to my supervisor after I've completed them. I did that and I got way over the assigned hours, so we were all good there. So progress, as I just kind of said, the goals were achieved. I definitely was able to program and coach. I was ethical about my hours. I put in a lot of time and effort in this, and I think I got the most out of it that I possibly could. Um, the best progress I saw was probably strength and performance made in athletes. I think that's the most rewarding thing you can get as a coach. We saw it definitely in the soccer girls. They were getting after it, and we've had a lot of fun. And we're actually going to do some 1 rep maxes with them next week, I think, which should be a blast. And I'm excited to see how strong they've gotten. And then just like once again, I got a lot of personal practice coaching, and it helped on my resume and it helped me get some jobs that I have lined up for as soon as I graduate. What I learned was science is fun. I had a lot of fun in the lab at Swaha with just all the people in there. The people I met and was around in there made it such a good um, just vibe, and I really enjoyed it. And going along with that, Swaha is just an awesome community. And if you're in this class, you're probably graduating or graduating soon, but if not, check it out, be a part of it. It's a lot of fun and it makes us better at our profession. And then I just learned even more that I love coaching athletes. I think I kind of always knew that, but it's just reaffirmed that for sure. And then lastly, I'm definitely going to miss GCU. My experience here has been nothing short of exceptional. I only have about a week left now because I graduated on Friday. So I'm gonna miss all the athletes I worked with and all the wonderful people I got to meet. And so I'm very thankful for that. Application to my career, I have jobs lined up back home. One is at a performance gym called D1, where I'll be working with athletes, and one's at a functional fitness place called F45. So this was definitely relevant to that because I just got a bunch of experience coaching and it worked really well. Programming skills, we get paid for programming in this field, and so to work on that was definitely applicatory to my career. And then just the overall knowledge gained through this experience has definitely helped me out working with Tony, Zach, Isaiah, Carly, everyone who helped me out and I helped them out was just overall a great experience. So yeah, thank you.